Hey, it's Tuba Billy. Just a thought that I've been milling over for a few days. Well, not a few days, a long time. The word equity. I don't think that means quite what you think it means, in the words of Inigo Montoya. Equity means equal outcome. Now, equality to me means equal opportunity. If we give everyone an equal opportunity at something, that is what we should do. We should not discriminate against anyone for any reason. But in order to determine an equal outcome, being equity, you gotta pretty much stack the playing field in favor of someone or against someone. So in favor of someone to give them extra advantage that others don't have, or against someone to kind of hold them back so they're on level playing field. It's kind of like this, like affirmative action. Now, I understand the purpose of affirmative action when it started. We were just coming out of, segregation. A lot of America was just desegregated, to kind of get people past that hurdle of seeing everything through the eyes of race. But what we've got now is you've got people who are either, bragging or joking about being diversity hires. That the only reason they got hired was because of the color of their skin, or they checked a certain demographic box. To me, that is not right. To me, that is racist. If you have a quota of how many people of color you have to have on a committee, well, give everyone an equal opportunity, but don't discriminate against other qualified people just because they don't meet that melanin test. Do you get that? The fact that, if I work for the university, and if I wanted to have a committee, I have to make sure and do everything that I can to make sure it is diverse. Both in gender and race, socioeconomic status, and I try to do that, especially to get a broad range of ideas. So that's one thing. But when you have people's livelihoods, when you have their jobs kind of waiting or determined on their race, on their whatever ideology, then that is not right. So let's say, for instance, if there is one position, whoa, that was weird. My mirror just came unscrewed. Interesting. Let's say if there was one position open in a company, okay? And let's say they needed to meet a diversity quota. Let's say, they have 10, let's make it 10 employees, make the math easy. 10 employees, they say you need a diversity of 30% minority people. So if you've got 7 white people, and now you only have 2 black people, or people of color, then that open spot has to go to a person of color, has to go to the person that meets that criteria. And so you're automatically disqualifying people based on the color of their skin. That's why I don't like diversity quotas. We should, I don't know, here's a not so novel thought, maybe judge people based on the content of their character, not the color of their skin, based on their merits, based on their qualifications. You know, I would love to see that, you know, race just be completely taken out of it. I know in my church, our church takes meticulous records, super detailed. One thing that's not included, race. Race is not included in the church records because it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter whether you're white, whether you're black, whether you're Asian, Native American, Hispanic, Cuban. I guess Cuban is Hispanic. You know, from any other country. It should not matter. What matters is your character. What matters is your qualifications. What matters is the type of work that you will put into it. Your skin tone, to me, doesn't matter. Now, I remember growing up in the day when, you should be colorblind, you shouldn't see color. Well, now we've kind of completely flipped that and said, you should see color. I was like, what world are we living in? I shouldn't see color, I should see color, I shouldn't judge people based on their skin color, I should judge people based on their skin color. I'm confused. But you know what? I'm going to stick to what I know is true. And what I know is true is, well, first, not to, judge not lest you be judged, but when it comes to making, like, character judgments, I'm going to judge people based on the content of their character, what they do, what their qualifications are. Are they a good person? And not even going to really pay attention to your race, to your gender. So that's just my thoughts on, equality and affirmative action. This light's taking forever. Be excellent to each other. Tuba Billy signing out. God be with you till we meet again.